Ashante, my boo-boos. How are y'all? I am good. We are here for our weekly romance, oracle, and tarot reading. Let's get started. You deserve love. You are lovable. In our last lunation workshop, which was that new moon in Gemini, there was a consistent theme coming up of knocking out residual residue and remnants of low self-worth or feelings of undeservingness. And so getting to the root of that requires us looking into, what do we feel shame about? What do we feel guilt about? Healing our archetypal mother wounds and coming to peace in terms with our relationship to mother as an archetype in general. So there's been like an emphasis and a focus on our subconscious notion that we may not deserve love, or that we may not deserve a healthy, stable option when it presents. Maybe you have this underlying belief that, ooh, there must be something wrong. Like this is too good to be true, you know, kind of thing. Or maybe you self-sabotage if something is readily available to give you what you truly want, right? Because we all suffer from those inner conflicting beliefs. So I wonder, when we grab clarification cards, if Two of Swords might come up with this card. All right, let's see what else. Okay, healing family issues. So yeah, continuing on that, I have just been in a Kabbalah series class. It's Kabbalah 9 through the Kabbalah Center. And in class 2, one of the focuses was, in what relationships in your life do you wish there was more closeness? And where have you been guilty of just having a lack of love there? You know, where have you not been feeling the love? Where have you not been giving love or sharing love or doing acts of love? You know, relationships, even familial relationships, that appreciation, that bond, that feeling of love takes work. It takes effort to keep that cultivated and alive. It's like tending to a fire, you know, and you have to make an effort. So if you don't make a continual effort, then distance and coldness sets in, and space, you know, space is like cold. It's empty, you know. So focusing on healing family issues. In our daily reading, in our short, we got the Fool, and there's major new beginnings starting. So that means with our family relationships too. So, you know, if we want a clean slate, we have to be willing to give a clean slate. The Bible verse, hold on, I'll grab it. So our Loving Words from Jesus oracle card that came up during the new moon workshop, which maybe y'all should just go watch that new moon workshop, is give and it shall be given unto you. So if we want a new beginning for real, we have to be able to give a new beginning as well. Healing family issues. Let everyone start fresh, right? Like, we've all done our part here. We've all put our dings and things, you know. Let's just give ourselves a chance to start over. Give your relationship a chance. So as you give that relationship with your parents a chance, with your family a chance, healing family issues, you know, maybe you have things with your siblings or just deep-rooted family root stuff, family trauma, shared trauma together. As you heal that, it gives your romantic relationships a chance to thrive and be healthy as well. And it's that they're interconnected. And it starts with our relationship with Creator, our relationship with self, our relationship with family, our relationship to those closest. And it extends out from there. But work on your partnership. So generally speaking, if we are healing family issues and then working on our qualities, what we're bringing to a partnership, our relationship skills, how we bring value and how we add value to someone's life, and how we, can demonstrate our own value without having to sell someone on it. Okay, so the more healing that we do, the better chance we have at having the relationship that we dream of, that our soul actually knows that is possible for us. And so in the meantime, be of light heart, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So make an effort. I've been trying to add like little ways to socialize the things that I already do within my routine. And so I've been going to an area of the park that's just like more busy. And I've just been trying to practice being open and not looking at my phone and being distracted and, just being like ready to engage. It's like when I never played sports, but my sister did. So I would like kind of listen to their practices sometimes. And they had to be in active stance, like actively standing by, in game face mode, like game mode, ready to like bound and leap and all that. So, when you're out and about, like be warm, be open, be ready to like engage in conversation, and joke around with people. Not have like introverted, like shroud veil of leave me alone resting bitch face. And I am like #1 resting bitch face nation over here. So I get it, but we have to like just try a little harder if we're wanting to attract. Okay, let's get a little bit more clarification on You Deserve Love. So the Magician came up. So this is like the final piece in the puzzle of us being able to manifest what we want, our vision of love for ourselves, to call in and that destiny, that higher destiny. So it's like all the inner work that we do and all the healing that we do in our relationships and within our life, that sort of like tick by tick shifts our destiny that is being written and sends us on one path or another. And so right now it's like the thing that is the deciding factor in things like shifting into that timeline, that script being written for you in your sleep, is like healing family issues, knowing that you deserve love. Like that deservingness came from probably early childhood traumas that your parents didn't even probably mean to inflict on you. It was probably like getting shrapnel wounds, right? From just already like their own, rough edges butting up against one another. So going back and doing that inner child healing, reparenting yourself, examining the way that your traumatized inner child might be spoiled now and like driving the ship and making your impulsive choices and decisions and habits for you, and how you can self-discipline and like reparent that child and give yourself healing there and inadvertently more structure and self-discipline. So knowing that we deserve love is kind of like the key right now. So anything that we can do to heal that wound that makes us feel in our subconscious that we don't deserve love. Then as you see those things coming up, as that feeling is triggered and you can witness that perception or witness that train of responses, thought, mood, emotion, action that comes as an effect of that, you can see, oh, this is my affect consciousness. This early childhood trauma and my feelings that I don't deserve love are causing me to be reactive. And so when we see that and we can own it and not judge it, not criticize it, but just like observe and detach from those feelings and then witness where they're coming from, they have less power, less effect over us. And then we can choose, hey, I'm going to be cause consciousness here. I'm going to be sovereign. I'm going to make the vision of love that I want. I'm going to start creating the life that I want. I'm not going to wait till I feel better. I'm not going to wait for someone to give me permission. And I don't need validation from anything outside of my inner knowing and my inner connection to source, knowing that I deserve love and that it's meant for me and that it's waiting for me. It's just that this is the path that's I'm taking to get there. Okay, healing family issues. Ooh, is going to really have an effect on your willpower. So the Knight of Wands had come up this week, and I think our Wednesday alchemy message. And so the Knight of Wands has, I think I would equate it to a father wound, where it affects how we sort of show up and share in our outer world. And so where that like ties into the Knight of Wands is that the Knight of Wands kind of is like very passionate, very excited, but can also be very impulsive, very impetuous, very like act before they think, be a player, like want to taste everything in life and not commit to anything, be non-committal, have like attention deficit disorder, shiny object syndrome, I start things and don't finish them kind of thing. And so it's like this tendency comes from the father wound. It's like you self-sabotage because you don't think that you deserve. And so you're not showing up for yourself. You're not being consistent for yourself. You're not being reliable. You're not being responsible like a father would teach you to be. It would be the father that teaches you, like, are you showing up? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you like looking at, you know what I mean? Like that concerned father. So the healing, the father issues as well as the mother issues are going to add to your sense of self-worth. The solar plexus chakra here, it ties into feelings of self-esteem and then inner confidence and that cognitive clairsentience, like that inner knowing, like you know something, you can feel it. It's kind of like your gut, but it's like you're just like, I have a strong sense, I just know. That comes from the solar plexus chakra, as well as confidence, like active engagement in the intellect, like being intellectually stimulated and interested and excited, being like having a lot of willpower and drive and inspiration and motivation, but like perseverance, right? You need to like hone all of this energy so it's not so fiery and out of control, which is like connected to fire element. You need to make it burn in a controlled way that you can use the heat without burning yourself, without exhausting your resources, or without the fire burning out of control. So healing family issues will help us do that. Okay, give your relationship a chance. What do we have here? We have detach, which I believe is justice, and we have move, which is chariot. So I would say that this has everything to do with live and let live, accept and own all parts of your shadow, let go of things that you can't control, let people be who they are, accept them in their path for who they are, and be who you are. Now, the Chariot card is about balancing our animalistic consciousness with our higher consciousness. So it's like we have these inner drives that are based on like our animalistic thinking, our base instincts, our base needs. So we're driven by fear and competition and lust and scarcity and lack and doubt. And it's like this hyper-vigilant defensive state of survival and me first and make sure I get mine. And we have to rise above the body consciousness and the desire to receive for the self alone and the desire to receive instant gratification. And we instead have to practice discipline and restriction and focus and consciousness and intention. And we have to hold those horses in check. The other horse is our higher consciousness, right? The part of us that is in alignment, that is of pure mindset, that is in a consciousness of sharing, of creating, of adding value. So it's a constant struggle between these two influences in our lives. And it's the self-mastery and the self-discipline that we have to exercise in order to keep these, keep the chariot on the track and the wheels on the chariot and the horses, you know, reined in, or else we could, you know, fly off the rails. So detach emotionally from being involved in any given circumstance, condition, or situation, and observe. And let your mood and vibration not be attached to outer circumstance because it so quickly changes. In an instant, it can change. So detach, observe, and learn and choose before you act, before you reactively respond. I'm just going to also read from the book for detach because I feel like I never, like there's always something I feel like I've missed in that card. Okay. Reflect, accept, decide, clarity, responsibility, and fairness. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to your current situation. Whether it's pleasant or difficult, we do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you're able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of relationship, or other matter of the heart, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. I accept the role I play in creating relationships and my life. All right, you guys, I hope we have a good week. We have everything that we need to go forward and be fruitful and successful. It's just a matter of feeling that we really deserve that. It's going to come down to doing that healing of the family stuff and inner child and reparenting. And I think overall, we need to approach the week with a lighthearted feeling and a hopeful feeling of giving it a chance, right? But just remember that it's going to come down to your own resolve, your own self-discipline, your own determination. All right, well, I'm gonna go out and wander around the park for a while and do some other work today, but I will catch y'all tomorrow. I actually picked up a shift, so I won't be, the video won't be out as early as it usually is. I'll be making the video after work, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Ciao. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, then please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to be notified of when I drop content. Like the videos, comment, share them. Anything that you do helps these messages get out to other people who need them. So you watching a video and taking an action on it actually makes a positive difference in someone else's life.